to hear your thoughts about sustainable development and how your school has been contributing towards it. Maybe you can talk about one project and its impact, and then also how do you think at a larger level we can become more sustainable as a civilization?
We also give away plants in the similar numbers, but around 6,000 per year, to all the children on the One Mahotsav Day. Parents, children, teachers, they take it and they are supposed to take a picture of what they did with the plant year after year after year. The tree has grown along with the child.
So my children design and build a robo which could segregate the waste, put it into different bins which can be recycled.
We also tied up with Akshay Kalpa, which talks about organic farming. So from compost making to waste management over there, plus understanding how we have to take care of our soil, and also eating healthy is something that we combine.
We've brought in rainwater harvesting. We have about 15 pits across the campus. And we ran it for 2 years. And we also do entrepreneurship. So when we had our children present entrepreneurial ideas, out of 40 children who presented their entrepreneurial ideas, 39 were on sustainable solutions.
So we came up with strategies to reduce the energy consumption by ACs. So we came up with a policy that not before 12:30 ACs would be on in the campus. We were able to save 70,226 kilowatt hours of
powerful
energy.
Children were given this task of whatever mangoes they consumed during the summer months, the seeds to be washed and cleaned and dried and brought to school. They would really nicely, neatly packet it and bring it. And then we send it to this person. He grows them into saplings. He gives it to people who have lost their farms or who have farms but do not have the resources.
A very, very pet project that we have in school as Earth Hour.
Okay.
So we've consciously made an effort to switch off all the lights and fans in the school for an hour on every Tuesday. From 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. we switch off everything in the school, keeping just a bare minimum single light or one fan on. It's practiced throughout the year.
When it goes into the classroom, what happens is now there's a pot which is kept, and in that the students leave the pencils or pens, whatever they're using, erasers, all the stationery. They go home. When they come back in the morning, they pick any one.
Okay.
Then we are teaching them that it is a common shared resource that all of us need to be using.
So we encourage these children to bring back their old shoes, and because these are made up of leather, we allow them to put it in the corridor and have tiny seeds sown inside it to mushroom or bloom into a beautiful tiny garden, which the child ensures that they water from the water bottle.
The sustainability goal is that education for all. So we have the housemates coming to our houses. Some are privileged to give education to the children, some are not. So the children of 4th, 5th were given a holiday homework project where each one teach one.
One is the compost pit units in our school to take care of our energy. Then secondly, waste segregation is done on every floor. We have e-waste segregated and handed over to the proper organization.
So we do collect rainwater and we use it for drinking, and the wastewater we treat it and we use for watering the garden and all the plants in the campus.
There are 2 kinds of flowers. It's mostly used for that. So they are just arranged in a pyramidal sort of thing, and then they're just left in the water. So we use tangedu puvu and gunugu puvu. So these 2 act as antimicrobial and antibacterial resistant things, wherein it is anti-cholera, because most of the water what is used in the village ponds is used for drinking purpose.
Last year we have installed solar panels, and the best part of that was the guys gave us an app. So we could actually monitor how much electricity is generated every day. So around 50,000 kilowatt hour units was generated in 1 year.
India is a very rich human resource. But if we are teaching sustainability, let it become the lifestyle, and if it is becoming the lifestyle, the children will speak. How many are speaking? There are people who have passed out of IIT and they're now coming into sustainability as their lifestyle. probably something triggered within them. But why do we have to wait for post-graduation after a job? Why not, Sir said, start young.
We used to do audits. I started the system called water audits, electricity audits, food audits, wastage food audits. Do an audit, let the kids do it themselves, and then they would put up the findings of the audits on the walls, or even in their home. We would say, bring it from home to school.
We are having a lot of schools under that. So what extra comes into the institution, we generally see that we are also going and donating these into their schools. Like we have physically handicapped school, the nursing school, there's a school in Kandi which is there. So these units are distributed.
So giving as a culture you are building among students. Very nice.
Every child is asked to bring a fistful of rice or dal and donate it. So we used to insist that 1 week we collected rice and dal, and they have gone to an orphanage and donated.
While exiting the campus, would empty their bottles into a drum which we put at their exit gates, and that water be used for purposes like cleaning and gardening. I mean, honestly speaking, that amount may be very little, but the thought that, even that little bit of water needs to be saved did go a long way.